With me on the phone now is Mr. Ed Marshall. He's the CEO of Medizone International. The stock symbol's MZEI. Ed, good to talk to you again.
Hi, Don. It's been a while.
It has been a while. Why don't you bring our audience up to date again what the company does?
Medizone International has been developing for about the last year and a half a disinfection system that has reached sterilization standards. It's an open space portable sterilization system that can be used in hospitals, schools, hotels, cruise ships, industrial applications for the food industry, things like that, in addition to a government variant for bioterrorism countermeasures and remediation of buildings.
Well, now, Ed, I noticed you put out a shareholder update this week having to do with a funding deal, and I think there was a number of shares, like 67 million shares. Can you kind of clarify that for our audience, please?
The 67 million share figure, that's just boilerplate to go in on the registration statement. That number was picked by the attorneys in order to, at the day of the registration, that's how many shares we would need to issue to access the entire 10 million. The reality is we'll probably use about maybe 15 or 10% of that number, 20% at the very most. The company only needs 3 to 5 million. The credit line's 10 million. We'll probably need 3 to 5 million. And with the news that we see coming out over the next 6 months, it's just hard for me to imagine our share price isn't going to dramatically increase. Everything is coming up roses so far. We've got a partner now for full commercialization, manufacturing, production status. We've got a peer-reviewed journal article that we're quite optimistic is going to be published on the science, which is going to excite the community. There's just an awful lot of things coming into place. We're on an accelerated path forward with our patents. We've got 6 different patents, and we're proceeding on an accelerated path with those patent applications to see if they're granted sooner rather than later. So everything's kind of falling into place right now, Don.
Well, that's great, Ed, and I know sometime the first week or so of March we're going to have you and Mike Shannon come to us via satellite from Canada and talk about your clinic up there. I want to thank you very much for being on the program again. Ed Marshall, Medizone International, MZEI. Ed, we'll talk to you again real soon.
Thank you, Don. I look forward to seeing you in Canada, and I'm sure Mike will too.
Take care.